The big guns step out for the first time in race number 3. It is the Jockey Club Mile. Comes with a trophy over the 1600 for the Group 2 runners. Southern Legend comes back to 1600 metres, the scene of his mile victory late last season. Golden 60, he's looking for win number 13 from 14. He's been very good at the trials since. Simply Brilliant comes up in grade. He's a 4-time winner over 1600 metres. Gear change on Champions Way. The blinkers off. Nice to see Mighty Giant in here. 5 in a row he's won. First time into group company. He goes to the 1600 metres also. Simply Brilliant and Harmony Victory. Graham 4 and 5, the runners which have been to Chung Fa.
Yeah, Chung Fa horses going great guns. Kying Star looks the natural leader here, and he could be very interesting. He was behind Golden 60 last time, but not far behind. Southern Legends and Complicated, he won't be far away. Harmony Victory, likely to struggle for a bit of pace early. And Vincent Ho on Golden 60 has that slight conundrum, drawn on the inside. Is there a potential for him to be in a pocket at some point here?
Having his 4th start of the season as Southern Legend, he's closest to us, and he's really stretches his neck out in this gallop. I think it's a nice piece from him. We know he's pretty fit. He's been running some pretty good races at the highest level, and no reason why he can't go on. He is getting on a little bit in age, though. Golden 60, just a nice slow bit. Hits him at the back, Golden 60, so he's just working with a partner horse and just doing it nice, slow work to tick him over, get him ready for this race, and he's been going well. He's unbeaten, of course, this season. And Mighty Giant, the big boy, he's over 1,200 pounds. He always looks good in the morning, nice, big, imposing type. Let's see if he can match it with these horses. He's up to a rating of 102 now, so he's looking good.
Can't miss him with that big white nose either. And Mighty Giant. Casper Founds, he's the man that has to engineer a victory for Southern Legend over Golden 60. To see if you think he can, he caught up with Ed Sadler.
Casper, Southern Legend, the Iron Horse. He's got the £5 penalty to carry in the Jockey Club Mile. How do you think he'll get on?
Hi Ed, I think he'll get on really well. He's even though he's an 8-year-old, he just seems to be producing some great efforts this term, and I see no reason why he can't give us a big run again. You know, obviously trying to have him in the best possible form for December, but to look at him now, he looks very healthy. His coat's beautiful. And I'll just be hoping that he gives us a nice run there, and then I make a decision whether I stay at the mile or go to the 2000. So got a couple of options with him, but the horse appears to be in great form.
This time last year he ran really well in the Jockey Club Cup. Why have you decided to bring him back for the mile this year, though, for this race?
Well, he's very versatile. You know, he showed us that when he ran second in the Gold Cup a while back. But I think he's a type of horse that's pretty good between 16 and 2000. I'll just go where I feel that I think I can get the best result for my client, and I'll make that decision when the time's right.
And you take on Golden 60. How good do you think he is, Casper?
He's very good. He's potentially the next superstar of Hong Kong. He's already nearly got that title, but he's still got to do it, you know, at set weights, and he's just starting to get there now. And the way he's been doing it, he looks a very, very exciting horse for Francis and Vincent. And yeah, so I think he's potentially, you know, one of the best milers around.
Could your horse beat him?
That's going to be tough, you know, especially this race, but you never know in racing. We're always out there doing our best, and all I can do is present my horse in the best possible form, and I feel like he's there.
Paul, can you see a scenario where he can upset Golden 60?
I've got him in the numbers, but I think it's going to be very tough. Golden 60 has been in great form at the moment. He is a 4-time winner in the mile in Hong Kong, two of them here at Sha Tin, so the distance isn't a problem. I just wonder if Golden 60's got the measure of him just as he gets on a bit in life.
What about you, Graham? Where have you got Southern Legend?
I've got him in the numbers, but on a minor line, because the Group 1 penalty concerns me, and we've seen a couple of times this season that deadly acceleration of Golden 60 tends to prove too much for Southern Legend. Golden 60 is a tremendously exciting horse, no question. When you watch him in the Sha Tin Trophy, he just fires in a 21.8 closer. He's a sensationally exciting horse, but it's all a question of price. He's likely to be, I suspect, around 1.2 for this, and it's just my feeling that it might be slightly closer than those sort of odds suggest.
Here he is, Graham, now Golden 60. This is out of his last start win. He only wins by half a length, but has eased down, and there's a lot less traffic to get past.
Few points to note here. This horse is still slowly but surely gaining weight. He's getting stronger. All the connections vibe suggest he's getting more relaxed in the mornings. And here, push button acceleration, bingo. He's got the race in safekeeping. But look on the inside, Yellow Cap, Kying Star does not go away. He runs one of his best races for a while, Kying Star. They're the two key horses by far for me on Sunday.
Yeah, I've got them both in. I think they're both good chances. Here's Golden 60 in that trial as well. He's had a nice quiet trial. He's the one down the very outside in the white colours. Keep an eye on Champions Way. And Simply Brilliant spent a lot of time up at Chungfa. Simply Brilliant. He's just coasting along there nicely enough as well. But I do like the way he finished off this trial. Hit the line really nicely.
Yeah, it seemed a bit of a statement, that, didn't it? He was just allowed to roll for the final 150 metres, and that acceleration every time, it never seems to let Vincent down.
And it's a trial that we don't usually see from him. He's usually at the back having a really, really quiet trial. He was allowed to run home nicely in that. Good to see this horse coming to Group 2, Graham. Mighty Giant. And this was a different Mighty Giant this day. He didn't lead. He was off the pace and beat a very good field. Yeah,
the phrase in the press was used, he burned the candle at both ends, and that he had to press a pretty strong pace and then hold off the finishers. So he's a tremendously progressive horse. It's great to see him in here, Paul, because he represents completely different lines of form on a really, really interesting upgraded horse.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to disgrace himself by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's a really nice horse, Mighty Giant. He's done everything asked of him. And it's just really good to see him up against. He's really going to be the acid test from here, isn't it?
Yes, that's some of the hottest handicap form of the season so far, and he's earned this crack at the big boys.
Yeah, he sure has. Really adds to the field. It's only a field of 7, but to have him there just adds another dimension to it. We head to Chungfa, Paul. This is a trial from Harmony Victory, and what did you make of this?
Yeah, it was okay trial, wasn't he? He just moved nicely enough here in the trial. Look, I haven't got him in. I don't think he's sort of up to this. I think he's just a level quite below these top horses. So, look, he did what he had to do. It was nice and relaxed, I suppose. But I couldn't have him in this race.
No, me. I think he's bang up against it. I think we're talking around a really small core of horses here, and you won't be surprised to learn that I think that Golden 60 and Kying Star are the two to focus on.
Someone will disappear out of the box, Paul, if you haven't got Golden 60 on top because I'll fall off their chair.
No, he's there. He's on top, Golden 60. I think he can win once again this race, but look, he's money back. So it's all about price. And Mighty Giant at 14s and 2.7, I think is a great price for that horse. He's in second. Kying Star's the one that they're going to have to get past, because he'll be leading for a long period of the race, and then Southern Legend in for fourth. So 2, 7, 3 and 1 I ended up with.
Really important dress rehearsal for the golden boy of Hong Kong racing. I think he should come through it. It's all a question of price. Golden 60, Kying Star, Mighty Giant, Southern Legend, 2, 3, 7 and 1. Players Quinella 2 and 3, but don't be surprised if Kying Star shakes up the favourite again here. He's not the most consistent, but on his game, second to Waikuku in this race last year, second to Golden 60 last time, and slightly better off at the weights. Maybe, just maybe, a soft lead.
He's come up 1 and 1, Golden 60, next best Mighty Giant early at 14. So that's the first of the Group 2s, the mile.